Ladies and gentlemen, and Jeannie Wall. All right, welcome to Senior Night at Pierce Field in Arlington. It is the boys varsity soccer senior recognition night tonight. We recognize the achievements of each of the 12 senior players and their senior manager as they play one of their last home games in Pierce Field. We want to say thank you to each player's family for many years of support and hundreds of hours spent cheering on the sidelines. You are unquestionably your son's biggest fans. We would like to thank head coach Lance Iazio for all his hard work and dedication to this team's senior success over the years. And we also would like to recognize each player's chosen guest teacher from the Arlington Public School system. Each one of these teachers has contributed to the growth and education of these student athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, in just a moment, the varsity senior players will be escorted by youth players from the Arlington Soccer Club President Henry Brush. We would like to extend a special thank you to Steve Moniak, former president of the Arlington Soccer Club, Dean of Arlington Youth Soccer, for coordinating for countless hours over the years and years, coordinating the youth soccer team's presence not only here tonight, but over the years building the Arlington program. Steve Moniak was the coach for many of these seniors during the years that they played youth soccer, during the time where they developed a love and appreciation for the beautiful game. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a large round of applause for Coach Moniak and these youth players? Thank you, Steve. Now, for our senior players. At number 23, center back and tri-captain, Adrian Black. Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian's guest teacher is Ms. Maria Arevalo. Ladies and gentlemen, number 24 at center back and tri-captain, Max McCursey. Max's guest teacher is none other than the famous Jeannie Wall. One of my personal favorites. Ladies and gentlemen, at number 4, the center midfielder and tri-captain, Lloyd Cleary. Ladies and gentlemen, Lloyd's guest teacher is Mr. Chris Dangle. Ladies and gentlemen, number 20, the midfielder, Dominic Black. Dominic's guest teacher is Ms. Lisa Clark. Ladies and gentlemen, number 5, the forward midfielder, Josh Katofsky. What?
Do Griffin at the end.
Josh's guest teacher is Mr. Daniel Sheldon. Ladies and gentlemen, number 3, the forward midfielder, Emmett Foster. Emmett's guest teacher is Ms. Maria Aravallo. Ladies and gentlemen, number 8, the forward midfielder, Sean Mahoney. Sean's guest teacher is Ms. Megan Bassett. Ladies and gentlemen, number 13, the defender, Roman McGuire. Roman's guest teacher is Ms. Graham Daly. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1, the keeper, Nick Nikitas.
Hey, Carlos, what's up, buddy?
Nick's guest teacher is Miss Lisa Clark.
6:30 p.m. Oh, 6:19.
Off to the side, hold on. Yeah, just careful, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 17, the midfielder, Gabe Martinez. Gabe's guest teacher is Mr. Justin Barassa. Ladies and gentlemen, number 00, the keeper, Ben Wasco.
I was expecting a lot more people today.
Ben's guest teacher is Mr. Chris Dengel.
Wait, so was this like the final or something like that? It's the league championship from
Ladies and gentlemen, Chip block making the appearance. Number 7, the forward midfielder, Griffin Block. Griffin's guest teacher is Ms. Lisa Clark. You go, Griff. Our last senior is the team manager, Jeff Pacheco. Lisa Clark is busy tonight. Jeff's guest teacher is Ms. Lisa Clark. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please give another round of applause for the seniors on the 2017 Arlington Varsity Soccer Team. Ladies and gentlemen, we are also just going to announce the names. We are thankful to Lexington head coach Keith Beattie for identifying his seniors who are here tonight. We want to wish the Lexington seniors best of luck next year as well. The Lexington seniors are number 0, Alex Caleri. Number 1, Ben Stigberg. Number 2, Lucas Aguirre. Number 3, Mahid Hala. Number 4, Murat Al-Ablimit. Number 5, Adam Winter. Number 6, Alan Quee. Number 9, Carter Eidson. Number 10, Alex McLaughlin. Number 12, Matthew Cutroli. Number 13, Rain Sharbit. Number 15, Ji Hoon Ko. And number 24, Anthony Klo. We wish the Lexington seniors best of luck. Number 1, goalkeeper, the senior, Ben Stigberg. We're waiting for you, Benny.
He waved. He knows.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pierce Field in Arlington. I'm here with Ken Kohlberg, your sports broadcaster. I'm here with my color commentator, Zach Garrigus, and we are here for a huge Middlesex League Championship game tonight.
I'm excited. It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good one. We're going to announce the starting lineups. And here we go. We're going to start it all over again.
Okay, let's take it from the top. The Lexington starting lineup. Number 1, the goalkeeper, Ben Stigberg. Number 2, senior captain, Lucas Aguirre. Son of Seals. I think that's Lauren Seals' kid. All right. Number 3, the senior defender, Mahid Hala. Number 7, the junior forward, Sancho Morodo. Number 8, the junior midfielder forward, Jocko Chung. Number 9, forward midfielder, the senior Carter Eidson. Number 10, midfielder forward, the senior Alex McLaughlin, senior captain. Number 11, the sophomore Connor Murphy. Oh, got that wrong. Sorry, Connor. Maybe next year. Number 17, the sophomore Dylan Corbett.
Number 18. The midfielder, sophomore, Malty Steins. Number 20. Junior defender, Newt Ludstrom Svanqvist. And number 24, the defender, senior captain, Anthony Clough. Ladies and gentlemen, in his second year, the head coach for the Lexington Minutemen, Keith Beatty, with assistant coaches, Jay Eidson, Zach Roca, and Alex Davis. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, your Arlington Spy Ponders starting lineup for tonight's game. Number 10, the sophomore, Sean Connolly. Number 16, the junior forward, Will Clifford. Number 13, the junior defender, Roman McGuire. Number 11, the junior midfielder, Francesco Valagusa. Number 6, the junior defender. Number 6, the junior defender, Tiago Gomes. Number 7, the senior forward midfielder, Griffin Block. Number 20, the senior midfielder, Dominic Black. Number 24, the senior center back and captain, Max McCursey. Number 23, the senior center back and captain, Adrian Black. Number 4, the senior captain, center midfielder, Lloyd Cleary. And the senior, in goal, the keeper, number 00, Ben Wasco. Ladies and gentlemen, good luck to both teams. Let's play ball. What? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, before the game starts, please visit our concession stand tonight. There's pizza and soft drinks, and there's going to be ice cream at halftime from Rancatories. It's senior night here in Arlington. Please visit the concession stand. Artie, Aaron, get over to the concession stand. Ladies and gentlemen, Arlington coached in his 20th year, Coach Lance Yazio. Arlington trainer, Kirsten Merlino. Arlington Athletic Director, Melissa Lugalecki. And our facilities manager tonight, the one, the only, Danny Arno. All right, Zach, we are here tonight for a matchup that dates back to Civil War times. This is Arlington versus Lexington. This is a match tonight for the league championship in the Middlesex League. The Lexington Minutemen, Zach, come into the match with a record of 10 wins, 2 ties, and 2 losses. The Arlington Spy Ponders come into the match with a record of 11 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. The game earlier in the season between these two teams was won by Arlington on the road at Lincoln Fields in Lexington. And you can bet, Zachy, that these Lexington boys are looking for their money back tonight.
Yeah, they're definitely looking for revenge. It was a close victory that Arlington had, 1-0 over at Lexington on their home turf. I'm sure Lexington is going to be more than happy to attempt to return the favor here on senior night.
And it is a beautiful night indeed, Zach. We have got a perfect night for soccer. Not too hot, not too cold, probably around 70 degrees, and we are underway for what promises to be a matchup. The team that wins tonight comes away with a Middlesex League championship. Now, Yodzio, Zachy, he's been 20 years at the helm and has yet to raise a banner for the Arlington boys soccer team. Clifford on the left is dispossessed, plays it back to Adrian, and we are underway. The Arlington starting lineup in the backfield has been on the right, Tiago Gomes. The 2 center backs are both captains. Here's Max McCurtsey with some space and some time, and he tries to shoot it into to Will Clifford, but the ball rolls a little bit deep, and it goes back to the Lexington keeper, who is tonight's keeper. Zachy, help me here.
Number 1, Ben Stigberg.
Ben Stigberg. All right, so Stigberg, let's see what he's got for a punt. We will get familiar with all the players over the course of the night.
Drop kick there.
Yeah, Stigberg kicks it out to the 30. My goodness, there's a blast. Okay, so we got to keep an eye on Stigberg. He's got lead in his leg. Anyway, the other Arlington back tonight, I just want to mention, is starting is number 13, Roman McGuire, Zachy, the Roman Candle. We'll talk about Roman later in the night, but he is filling in for the injured Elan St. Grant. Elan St. Grant will not be marching in tonight because he is out injured for about 10 days. He got hurt earlier in the week in the win over, who was that, Zachy, that we beat earlier in the week? Where was that? We were here for that.
It's escaping me now.
Yeah, no, with the Woburn win.
Yes.
Yeah, so 2 days ago, Arlington beat Woburn on the road in Woburn. And I think St. Grant got hurt in that game. So Roman McGuire filling in on the left-hand side for St. Grant, and that'll round out the Arlington backfield. The Arlington midfield, you got Will Clifford, number 16 on the right, Lloyd Cleary. We got to keep an eye on number 4, Lloyd. Lloyd was sick yesterday, but he's back on the field today. Number 4, Lloyd. Francesco Valagusa, number 11 in the middle, and Dominic Black, number 20, with the pink bandage on his right wrist. He had an injury early in the season, but Dominic is in. On the left is Griffin Block, the senior, Griffin the magician, and they've sent the sophomore, the only sophomore on the field right now is number 10, the striker, Shawnee Connolly. And that is the Arlington, that's the Arlington starting lineup. It's nothing different. Oh, there's a first ball met beautifully by the Lexington defender, Mahid Hala. And Hala got there first, but it's going to be an Arlington ball. And it looks like it's a freebie. Why is the free kick, Zachy? I didn't see it.
It looks like Cleary got shoved a bit going with that ball. I personally thought it could have gone either way, but Arlington will definitely take the free kick here. It'll see if they can put one in. Something worth mentioning is that although Arlington fields an impressive record for the season, they are 2-2 in their last 4 games. So it'd be nice. Coach Gianto mentioned to me before the game that he is very proud of how hard his boys have worked to bounce back from each of those losses. One, I believe, to Wilmington, the other one an out-of-conference game to BC High. But we'll see if the trend continues of win one, lose one here for the Ponders.
Interesting trend. Your point is well taken, Zachy. So the Arlington does have an impressive record of 11-2-1, but they've split the last 4 games. Is that right? Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, tremendous pressure on both teams and both coaches. Lexington is coached in only his 2nd year by Keith Beattie. Keith is no stranger, however, to the Arlington soccer scene. There's a shot on Wasco, and a save, Wasco! First shot of the game and a good one, a grass cutter. I don't know who hit it, but he struck it hard, and Wasco had to smother up on that ball, Zachy.
Yeah. That
was a dangerous shot. That could have created a rebound.
Yeah, that good job by Wasco to gobble up the rebound. He's not been tested a ton this year because of Arlington's stellar back line, but Lexington's making him work early in this one.
Yeah, we're only about 4 minutes into the game, but both teams are here to play clearly. Lexington is really a very, very polished team. They're tied for first place.
Clary takes
Clary
down.
elbow with the kidney, and he gets away with it. Francesco comes up the other way. Oh, he tried to poke it through to Shawnee, and Shawnee wanted it. Shawnee Connolly was ready. Here's Max McCursey back. McCursey, look at him again. McCursey has been the stabilizing force all season long. He gets stripped there, though. But Tiago is there. He plays it back to Kersey. Kersey, come and collect. There was a nice through ball, a beautiful three ball, and Wasco came out and grabbed it. Oh my goodness, Zachy! The Lexington boys are here to play.
That was an incredible ball by the Lexington player. I didn't quite catch who sent it in, but he was able to get enough backspin on it that it just sat there at the top of the box. Wasco actually couldn't pick that ball up with his hands. He had to come flying out and hit it with his body away from the Lexington attacker, and that was nearly disastrous for Arlington.
Yeah, I think Keith Beattie has got his boys fired up, and these Arlington boys got to settle in. Here come the Lexington Minutemen. And look at this kid, number 10 in the middle. My goodness, Alex McLaughlin. He's a magician in his own right. Oh, Lexington is shooting crossballs. My goodness. Too bad there is a timeout. Probably premature to take it. But these Lexington boys here, Zachy, they're here to play.
Yeah, and they're not even targeting the what could be considered the weaker side of the field with Roman McGuire starting for the normal Arlington starter. They're going right at the left side of the field, which is completely intact for Arlington, and they are just kind of owning possession here in the midfield.
Look at that give and go. Beautiful starting of the play. Dylan Corbett.
Sean Conley makes one man miss. He's got 5 around him, though.
He's in a sea of blue. He's in a sea of blue. Nice showing up by Clifford. Clifford shows up. There's Tiago, the Ghost. The Ghost tries to play it in, but he's human. Connolly collects it. He plays it over to Clifford. Clifford can't get there, and it's booted out with a big left foot by Lexington's number 8, Jae-Ho Chung. Chung, a junior. He's got a big foot. It's taken by Wasco. The Lexington boys are putting the pressure on early, and it is electricity in the air tonight, Zachy.
Yeah,
we've got another sellout crowd here, and this game is going to be worth the price of admission. Oh, there's a beautiful ball met by the defender, Knut Ludstrom Svankvist, a nice-looking junior defender.
We'll have to deal with pronouncing that name for another year.
Oh, that's right. That's true. He's only a junior. Knut Lundstrom Svankvist. All right, Connolly chasing. He's in a sea of blue, and it's been all Lexington so far, Zachy. These Lexington boys, look at them possessed. They've got some nice players. Mahid Hala, not the least of which on the left. He plays it square with a nice turn over to Sancho Morodo. Sancho Panza, they call him. Oh, there's a nice collection on the first ball by Alex Clough. Clough's going to be a problem. These Lexington boys are here to play. Connolly with a win. He plays a nice soft one over to Adrian. Adrian's got his head up, but he better move it quickly, and he does. And here comes Francesco, and he's taken down from behind. And the ref called it. Connolly was theatrical there. Don't worry, Shawnee. The ref saw it, and here's a chance for Francesco. Now, Francesco Valagusa, the big ragu. Ladies and gentlemen, the fans have arrived. They were late coming, maybe traffic, but they're all here now. We've got a sellout crowd. We've got Carlos Abreu, and there's a shot! Oh, what a save! He got a finger on it! That might have been going top shelf, Zachy.
That was an amazing save by Ben Stigler that punched it right over the crossbar. He had to come all the way over from the left side of his goal. He had the wall set up, but Francesco put it around the wall, so he had to range from one side of his goal to the other just to get that and punch it over the top of the net.
Zachy, I want to see that one again. That's highway robbery. He robbed him.
That was amazing.
Stigberg robbed Valagusa. Here's a set piece into Adrian. Adrian can't get it. Lloyd collects it, sends it into Tiago. Tiago tries to drop it in the box. Oh, it goes over to... Oh, here comes the Arlington boys. Francesco tries to send it over to Connolly. Connolly can't get there. Griffin wins it with a nice win, and he sees he has time. The Ghost is there, but maybe not okay. The Lexington boys playing a little bit chippy now, and Adrian boots it across the field. He's probably looking for Connolly. A little bit too much mustard there. But let me tell you something, Adrian, that's a good look. Always look to switch the field there, especially when you have a sniper like Connolly who's on the side. Patrick Rusk in the house. Patty Rusk is in the house. He's sitting next to Lloyd.
I don't know if that was
here's a shot. Oh! Tiago with a blast, the grass cutter. It's deflected. And look at a hip check by Will Clifford. Clifford must have learned that one from Brucey.
He's going to get a warning from the ref there.
The ref gives him a warning as Clifford came full speed. He threw the elbow to the kidney. Hey, boys will be boys. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Here's a free kick though for Newt. Newt Lundstrom, Svenqvist, he's been outstanding so far in the early minutes. Zachy, we're 10 minutes in, it's 0-0. This game has been everything it's been built to be. This is a match. Oh, there's Connolly. Connolly tries to run the far post, but a little bit too much mustard by Francesco, and Francesco had the right idea. He tried to shoot it across onto that far post for Connolly, but it was just a little bit too much mustard. And here come the Arlington boys. Oh, Connolly gets the call. Connolly took the dive and he got the call. Academy Award for Connolly. Speaking of the Academy Award, Zach, we're going to go over Roman McGuire's nicknames later, but one of them, if this was Academy season, he'd be Roman Polanski. Zachy, do you know what Academy Award Roman Polanski won for?
I do not, no.
Well, we'll talk about that later. Roman McGuire at left back, the Roman candle. If this was Roman times, we'd be sitting in a Roman villa. Here comes Francesco again, and he drafts a guy. Oh, he hit a shot at another grass cutter, but Ben Stigberg, Sticky Fingers Stigberg, they call him, and he has had sticky fingers tonight. So they're going to have to work hard to beat Stigberg. Let's see what Stigberg, does he do the drop kick? Yeah, he does the drop kick, except this one he shanks out of bounds. And so Stigberg is human, and it's going to be Arlington ball.
It's been a game of back and forth so far. The first 5 to 10 minutes were definitely all Lexington, but Arlington's turned on the pressure here, and they've controlled the ball for the last couple minutes here. It's kind of, if the game goes like this, it'll be nonstop action.
It has been nonstop action so far, and as I mentioned, this rivalry dates back to Civil War times. I mean, even further, I heard the Lexington boys were kicking it around on the Mayflower when they came over, Zachy.
Oh yeah. All the way back to the Pilgrims.
I think so. McCursey gets away with a handball. Dominic's on the hunt. He's in a fight with number 17, and look at that kid, number 17, Dylan Corbett, the senior. He's a fighter. So Lexington has got some real nice-looking players here. They've got, let's try to get some of their numbers. Now, up top, they got number 7, Sancho Panza. Number 9, Carter Eidson is also up top with him. In the midfield, number 17 for Lexington, Dylan Corbett. We've mentioned him. He's going to be a problem for Arlington. There's a long ball shot in, and he was pulled out of the box, but no call there. You can't make that call early in the game.
That's just giving Arlington a goal if you make that call.
Look at that ball by number 3. He sent it deep into the corner. All right. So Lexington has got some real stars. We've mentioned Lundqvist. Who else is in the back with him? He's got Malty Steins at center back. At number 24, we mentioned the senior captain, Anthony Clough.
Another name worth mentioning is Alex McLaughlin, the senior captain, number 10 in the midfield, who just took the ball away from Lloyd Cleary.
Yeah, McLaughlin's going to be a problem for the Arlington boys tonight. Zachy, we're about 12 or a dozen minutes in, and it's been everything it's been built to be. Lundqvist took a little bit much more time than he thought he had, and here goes Connolly on the hunt. I like what I'm seeing, Zachy, from Sean Connolly at this point. Oh, a nice ball in there, but Tiago said no. Tiago comes away with it. Oh, a beautiful slide tackle by number 3, Mahid Hala. And the ball rolls down to Wasco, and ladies and gentlemen, we have not had a moment to breathe.
Oh yeah, this one's been exciting.
This is for the league championship. I don't know if Lexington has ever raised a banner for the Middlesex League. Oh, Lundqvist. Lundstrom. Lundstrom. Svanquist. Maybe if we combine it, we can call him Lundqvist.
I think the name's taken by, is it New York Rangers goalie, Henrik Lundqvist?
I know, but I'm doing the best I can here. Ball played over to the left for Griffin the Magician. Griffin blocked on senior night. Oh, Griffin, a big hustle, and he was able to cross it.
I don't know how he got that one through. He was buried in the corner by a defender.
He was, and with his left foot. Great effort by the technically solid Griffin block, and Griffin has been a blast to watch all season long. Hasn't he? Has he not, Zachy?
Yeah, he has. He's been a real treat to watch over there on the left wing. we haven't called his name a ton, but he's when he gets his touches in, he makes them count.
Tommy Maroney in the house.
Connolly being told that there are lines on the football field, so it is very easy for the referee to count off 10 yards.
Ball sent in, and it's going to be a goal kick. I didn't know whether it was going to be a corner or a goal kick, but it looks like it went out off a Lexington forward, and so we're going to have a goal kick for Wasco. Let's see how far Wasco can drill it out from the ground. Wasco gets some good wood on it. It goes out to about the 50, but the first ball is met by number 8, Jae-Ho Chung. Jae-Ho's been outstanding. The Lexington boys are real nice players tonight. There's a attempted give and go for Cleary, and they get it through. And Cleary plays it over to Connolly, and Connolly with a beautiful turn. He's got Cleary on the run. Cleary going full speed on the left, but Connolly shanked it out of bounds, and Cleary was unhappy. Nice overlapping run by Cleary. Good-looking attempted give and go by the Arlington boys, and the big red dog was on the red-hand side, ready to make that big run on the far side. Here's Francesco, a dilly-dally, dipsy-doodle, tries to send it into himself, and he does, but he runs out of real estate, and it's going to be a Lexington throw-in. Zachy, it is pandemonium here in Arlington. We've got a sellout crowd, capacity crowd. We got Abreu on the camera. Tremendous soccer player in his own right, we've heard Carlos. And what's going on here, Zachy? Clock is running.
So what happened there is the referee on the far side of the field, away from the play, blew his whistle and came running over to talk to the near side ref. Not sure what he saw, but I think maybe a timing error. It seemed that he may have been pointing to his watch as Arlington takes a throw in.
Okay, the throw-in was taken by Roman. McGuire. Oh, nice square ball to the ghost. This is number 6, Tiago Gomes. He appears into space out of nowhere. He's an apparition. He's a banshee.
On the ball.
And Griffin is fighting, but he's stripped. And here come the Lexington boys on the counter. But Cleary says no. Cleary with a slide tackle, and Lloyd Cleary stops the Lexington counter.
Right in front of the Arlington bench, too. That's got to feel great for Cleary.
Dominic with a win. Dominic with a doubleheader. Tries to send it over, but it rolls to the middle. Dylan Corbett for Lexington, but he's stuffed by Adrian. Adrian tries to shoot it into Connolly. Connolly with a beautiful control. He's in a sea of blue. He tries to go through. Oh, and he's so nice defensive play.
Goes for the dive.
Malty Stein.
Looks for a call. I didn't really see a ton of contact
Malty
on
Stein said, Oh, there's a nice step by Cleary. Cleary's still going. He's knocked down, and Cleary didn't like it, but he's up. And it's going to be an Arlington throw-in
nice
for
move
Francesco.
There by Majid Hall, out of bounds there, unfortunately, but he's definitely technically skilled.
And they got Chung.
Yeah. This is going to be Arlington's 3rd free kick. And
they got Chung. Jae-Ho Chung got called for that. Jae-Ho the junior, spectacular player, number 8. And it's going to be another free kick for Arlington. So Arlington's going to be running the far post here. It doesn't look like they're sending... they're sending Dominic Black. So watch the set piece here, Zachy.
Yeah.
Maxi's going to take it, and he's going to probably send it in. Let's see what Dominic does. Here comes Dominic on the run, onto the far post. A beautiful play by Maxi. Oh, but Stigberg. Max McCursey put that beautiful ball onto the far post, but Stigberg read it like a book. And that is Benny Stigberg, and he is seasoned and here to play. Lexington shoots it into the middle. Here's space for Corbett. Corbett plays it over to Morodo. Morodo plays it back into the middle. McLaughlin. And McLaughlin puts a body on Cleary. McLaughlin did not like the call. And now there's a discrepancy over whose ball it is, and it looks like the refs are going to confer. No, it looks like it might be Arlington ball, and so Maxie will take it again. Max McCursey, the taxi dog. His name is Maxie. He rides in a taxi. I'm here with Zach Garrigus, the Zach Master. Zach's on sax, the color commentator. I'm Ken Kohlberg, your sports broadcaster tonight, and we are delighted to be here for Arlington Community Media, Inc. for this classic matchup for the Middlesex League title here at Piercefield in Arlington. Tiago takes the freebie. It's a beauty, but it's met beautifully by the Lexington defender, Malty Steins. I don't know if it's Malty or Malt, M-A-L-T-E, but Steins has been outstanding. He's listed as a midfielder forward, but he's playing in the backfield tonight, and he's doing an admirable job. Oh, here comes Griffin with a win, and he tries to center it, but Malty again, Mr. Stein said no. Zachy, the first 5 minutes were all Lexington, but I got to tell you, the last 10, the last 10 has been all Arlington.
Oh, it's Dominic Black gets with a little bit of shove in the midfield trying to win that ball.
Dominic, a strong physical player. Cleary tries to knock it in, and Dominic with a big win. Dominic Black is a big, strong player. Oh, and Stigberg just rips it, but it looks like Thiago's going to let it roll out of bounds, and he does. But great pursuit by Sancho Morodo, the junior, nice-looking junior, a forward midfielder, and he's something else. Dominic with nice wins. Connolly gets the win there as the push is called on Malty Steins. So Arlington getting a lot of free kicks here, Zachy, a lot of opportunities. The question is going to be whether they can at some point convert. Zachy, we are halfway through the first half, and I have not taken a breath. How about you?
Between Arlington's been pressuring a ton. Lexington had those great first couple minutes. Ball sent in by Francesco.
Oh, Dominic went airborne. Dominic Black went airborne, and it maybe gave him a haircut, but he couldn't get the head on it.
This ball's going to stay in on the...
Yeah, it's played
quite
beautiful.
A while.
Smart play by Roman McGuire, filling in for the injured Elan Saints Grant. Elan is out for 10 days, and Roman McGuire has been doing a fantastic job all season long. He started the season hurt. He is the Roman candle. If this was Roman times, we'd be in a Roman villa. He's Jerry Maguire. We got Jerry Maguire. That's one for you. Zach, you ever see that movie, Jerry Maguire?
No, I did not.
Got to see it. It's about a sports agent. Maguire's landing, and here comes the first substitution. And it's number 1, the sophomore, Perry Sophis-Sheff. Arlington substitution number 1, the sophomore, Perry Sophis-Sheff. So Sophis-Sheff comes in, and Zachy, I know you like to call him Sophis-Shift and Shifty. We'll come up with some nicknames for him as the season goes along. But I got to tell you, Zachy, I came up over the, I've been thinking a lot about you, and I came up with a new nickname for you, right. Zachary Taylor. Now, can you tell me who Zachary Taylor is, Zach? Let's test your
America's 12th president.
Attaboy, Zach. Very, very good. Do you know what his nickname was?
Old Hickory?
No, that's Andrew Jackson, but close. He was Old Rough and Ready.
There we go.
And I can give you a little bit of interesting trivia on Zachary Taylor, but in a moment. Let's see if Arlington can build the ball into the box. Here's Sophis-Sheff. Sophis-Sheff, he fights, and he but Stigberg is there. Nice fight for Sophis-Sheff. He comes into the game. He's been a spark plug. Getting back to Old Rough and Ready, Zachary Taylor, you're correct, Zach. He was the 12th president of the United States. Zachy, let me give you a trivia question. Can you tell me what political party he represented?
Was he one of the Whigs?
He was a Whig. He was the only Whig president that I'm aware of, Zachy. Zachy, we're going to put you in AP history.
Yeah, taking AP US history this year. It's been an enjoyable experience so far. Shout out to Mr. Barry for teaching that course.
Very nice. Let me ask you a question, Zachy. Do you know how long President Taylor served in the White House?
Not very.
Correct. He died in the White House from a stomach ailment. He was only in the White House from 1849 to 1850. The platform of his campaign was he wanted to preserve the Union. He was a pre-Lincoln anti-secessionist. Anyway, Zachy, we'll work on some more nicknames for you, but you've been building a nice little collection in your own right. All right, so Francesco sends it into the middle, but Zachy, they're going to have to work to beat Stigberg tonight.
Yeah, he just came off his line, no problem at all, grabbed it, both hands above his head. No one else even had a chance at getting a header on that ball.
He's looking like an all-league keeper. I mean, part of this game tonight, Zach, could be a battle of the keepers, because Wasco has been outstanding all season long, but I'm telling you right now, did you see that? That's the second time Stigberg has stuck it to the 30-yard line.
Yeah,
he's kicking the ball 70 yards off the ground.
That's a great way to start your offense when your goalie can just kick it into the attacking third for your team. You don't have to worry about working up to the back, to the midfield at all if your goalie can just get there off of one kick.
Even Abreu can't kick it that far, although he thinks he can. All right, Connolly, the sophomore, with a win. And here comes Francesco Valagusa. Speaking of Francesco, we've got Rancatories at halftime. And Francesco's taken down. And, it's got to be a call.
Late call there by the referee.
Call, and Dylan Corbett didn't like it. Dylan Corbett says no, and the Arlington boys are getting all the chances on the freebies. The question is going to be, can they convert tonight? The fans are going absolutely wild tonight. Absolutely wild. We've got a capacity crowd here in Arlington. Francesco with a beautiful play into the middle. It looked like Dylan it looked like Dylan Block got a head on it. And the Arlington boys are not going to back down, Zachy. They are not going to back down.
Second substitution
Arlington
here for Arlington, it looks like, coming in.
Huh? We got a sub? Who's that? Foster?
Looks like...
Help me, Zachy.
I can see his number.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Foster.
Arlington substitution number 3, Emmett Foster! The senior. So Foster's in the game. That could provide a spark plug for Arlington. Cleary meets the first ball off the face. Hey, Lloyd, try to use your head and not your nose. Ball sends in, and Wasco is there. Look at Wasco off the line. And it was a great run by number 7, the ever-dangerous Sancho Moroto. Sancho Panza. By the way, I'm reading that book right now, Don Quixote. Great book. Hilarious. All right, Dominic Black with the win. He sends it over to Sofa Chef. Sofa Chef plays a beautiful short ball back to Dominic. Dominic's got some time and he's got some space, but he's stuffed up there by Svanquist. Oh no, that was Anthony Klopp, senior captain. Oh, McGuire got there first on that one. Beautiful first ball, McGuire. Second ball went over to Sofa Chef, but they couldn't build that third ball into the for the forward pass. All right, Roman McGuire takes the throw. The Roman candle, he chucks it into Connolly. Connolly is in a sea of 6 blue players. Connolly throwing his arms up into the air, flailing those arms. Perhaps doesn't recognize that may alienate the referee more than make the referee go your way. What do you think about that, Zach?
Yeah, I never personally look for calls from the ref too much, but each player to his own. And Connolly's had a point on some of them. He's been doing it all season. Both him and Perry Sofa Chef are notorious for letting the ref know when they do not agree with their calls. But
yeah, they're theatrical. They are theatrical. Francesco with the head ball into Connolly on the head ball, and Connolly with a beautiful play, keeping it in bounds. Sending it into the corner, and they've got to go over to Stigberg. Stiggy takes a touch. Stiggy gives Foster a haircut. Oh, nice challenge by Tiago. Nice shield by Tiago. And here come the Arlington boys. They go to the money, Francesco. Francesco's got some time. He's got some space. Uh-oh. But
he wins it back.
Said no. Oh, no. It was Jacko Chung took him down.
That's a yellow.
We've got our first card for the night on the junior, Jacko Chung.
If the ref didn't put a card there, I would have been surprised. I was going to mention if he did, because that's a pretty blatant one. That was an obvious goal-scoring opportunity for Francesco. He had it locked and loaded at the top of the box, and he just got dragged down from behind by the Minuteman defender.
Well, the Lexington boys playing with a lot of heart. I don't have any problem with that. There's 14 minutes left in the first half. Both teams on their feet. Capacity crowd here in Arlington. I'm here with Zach Garrigus, the Zach Master, and we have been treated to already 26 minutes of highest quality high school soccer in Massachusetts. These two teams are battling tonight to clinch the Middlesex League. And let me tell you something, Zachy. The Middlesex League is one of the top leagues in the state. If you come out of the Middlesex League, top of the table, you got a good shot in the tournament. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, you definitely do. It's one of the high-powered leagues. As this is a very dangerous free kick that Francesco is going to look to take here. 4-man wall for the Minutemen.
Fans going absolutely wild. There's kids all over the place, Lexington and Arlington.
Cleary is unmarked on the near side. Sorry, Perry Sofa Chef is unmarked at the right side of the box. They have not put a body on him, and that is dangerous.
Yeah, you never want to leave the sniper, Perry Sofa Chef, alone. Sofa Chef with a full fan club in the house tonight, including Athena. I thought I saw Athena Sofa Chef, John Sofa Chef. They're all here.
The wall has been set up, and it is 1 Minuteman marking both Tiago and Perry on that far side, so we'll see if Ron can capitalize on that mismatch at all.
Francesco with a drop! Oh, shot it wide! Malagusa shot it wide! And we got a ball game here. And here comes Cato! Oh, the fans go absolutely crazy. Arlington substitution number 5, Josh Katowski! So Cato's in the game. He's a spark plug. Cato was outstanding in the win earlier the week, Zachy. I was out there on the road in Woburn, and Cato got in there towards the latter part of the second half and really put some pressure on the Woburn boys, and Arlington came away with a 2-0 victory in that game, and Kotovsky was a huge part of it. So Kotovsky, the senior, is in the game, number 5, and Dominic plays it over to Foster. Oh, Foster with a beautiful square ball over to Tiago. Emmett Foster with an incredible play. Kotovsky's got some time. Kotovsky plays it into Tiago. Oh, the ref called it offsides. The ref called it offsides, and the Arlington fans did not like it. But I will say this, the Lexington fans are delighted. They love the call.
Emmett Foster's got eyes in the back of his head. I don't know how he saw Tiago Gomes making that run, but he played a beautiful square ball to him, allowing that entire sequence of events to take place. And then Tiago continued his run. Kotovsky bought time, and then Kotovsky tried to feed Tiago down on the goal line, but Tiago couldn't quite hold the line.
Oh, Foster made an incredible play. And Cleary in a battle. And Foster. Foster's chippy. We've mentioned that early in the season. Foster can be chippy, just like his dad, the famous point guard, Jim Foster, and his mom, Chris Foster, also known to be a little bit chippy. All right, so it's going to be a free kick for Lexington Minutemen. It's taken by Malty Steins, the senior. Malty plays a beautiful ball into trouble, and there's trouble, but it rolls all the way to Sticky Wasco. Now, number 12, Matthew Cutroli, is in the game. I didn't see him come in, Zachy. Did you? Did he start?
I don't think he did.
Lexington substitution, the senior, number 12, Matthew Cutroli. So Cutroli's in the game. I think we got to pay more attention to Zachy.
It's hard to see their dark jerseys against the background when they come in for a substitution.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, we'll try to mention the Lexington subs. Lexington, a beautiful team, a first-place team, tied with Arlington. Maybe Arlington's up by half a point, but this game decides it. And it has been unbelievable. There's 12 minutes left. Oh, Stigberg kind of whiffs. He only gets it out, and Dominic heads it into Francesco. Francesco is on the hunt, and Francesco tries to win it back. Tiago smartly holds the line and doesn't overcommit there. Beautiful ball beautiful touch there by Sancho Moroto. Sancho is unbelievable, and Sancho's taken down by Cleary. And Cleary doesn't believe it.
Cleary thought he got all ball.
Cleary assaulted him. He assaulted him, and then he tried to pretend like he didn't do it. Well, Lloyd Cleary, the Cleary-voyant.
You got to be careful on those slide tackles. Even if you hit mostly ball isn't good enough. It still means you hit some leg, and that's cause enough for a penalty. I thought that slide tackle was pretty clean from Cleary, but ref saw enough contact to blow the whistle.
Lexington looking to shoot a couple long balls in. The ball's played beautifully by Tiago, and Sofashef back there helping up. Here come the Lexington boys, though, and there's a shot. Wasco with a save! Benny Wasco is not to be outdone by Ben Stigberg. In a sense, Zachy, it's been a battle of the keepers. At least we're seeing two very, very polished goalkeepers tonight.
Yeah, one or two goals will definitely be enough for either team to get more than a good chance to win this game. Both these keepers are incredibly strong.
And both of these teams have great field players as well. There's a nice first touch into space by 24, Clough. Maybe a little bit too much on it. And there's Max McCursey meeting the first ball. The ball's free in the midfield. It's a battle. It's played beautifully by Kotovsky. Kotovsky with a beautiful touch and move. One of the many things, Zachy, that Kotovsky does so well is his touches are purposeful, and they're always followed by incredible movement off the ball. Kotovsky has got the jets, and he has got the mindset to make things happen for the Arlington boys.
So not that anyone here wants to see it come to it, but do you know if they tie, who winds up taking that championship? I think you said Arlington was up slightly.
I don't know the answer.
They would have the overall tiebreaker against Lexington. Having beat them once and then tying in the second game would give Arlington the head-to-head.
Yeah, but since there's games remaining, it wouldn't be decided yet. And
again, a tie here would satisfy absolutely nobody. It's one team or the other needs to get a win here for
exactly. There's a play off the far post, but a little bit too much mustard on it. It was sent in by Dylan Corbett, the senior. Corbett, outstanding. Here comes the Lexington substitution. Help me. It looks like it's someone coming back in. Yeah, it's Carter Eidson coming back in, the senior. All right, so Eidson's coming back in. We'll see who he replaces. Both teams, by the way, Zach, have lots of bullets in the gun. Lots of seniors that are ready to come. And there's a ball sent in, and look at Dominic Black. Oh, look at the race. Oh, look at this race. And a smart play, yeah. Yeah, Svanquist knows what he's doing. Svanquist took it deep and made sure it didn't result in a corner kick.
Against most forwards, the defender will usually try to shield it out of bounds there and get a kick for their goalie coming out. But Dominic Black is no ordinary midfielder and definitely has the strength and speed to get around someone attempting to shield that ball out. So wise decision there by the defender to just clear it out of bounds.
Yeah. All right, Lexington plays it up to the middle on a throw-in. Sancho has been an unbelievable magician. Sancho Moroto, he's one to watch. There's a throw-in for Lexington, and that's Dylan Corbett, but he did not have much time.
They're going to take this one back as they're going to let the subs come in for Lexington.
Yeah. So it's going to be re-entering the game. Re-entering the game for Lexington, number 9, the senior, Carter Eidson. Eidson back in the game. It has been absolutely spectacular, Zachy. We're down to 7.5 minutes, and this has just been a contest to end all contests, I can tell you. Lexington looks to possess in the middle. There's a hit by Foster, and Foster says he didn't do it. But I saw it, Zachy. Yep. Foster's playing hockey out there.
Yep.
Well, he comes from a multi-sport family. Foster is also a lacrosse player, so he's no stranger to full contact.
Griffin Block is being sent back up to the line, perhaps to take out Emmett Foster.
Well, Foster's in foul trouble. I think he's got 2 fouls, and in basketball, I know you only get 5. I don't know how many you get.
Luckily, he's been spared the card for now, but might be good to take him out for a bit and get the referee's mind off number 3.
Foster is an enforcer. He's an enforcer. He doesn't realize, perhaps, that there's no checking in soccer, but we'll work with him. He's only a senior. Oh, there's a beautiful ball in, and Cleary nicely sends it. Great play. I think it's a good play there by Lloyd Cleary, because not only did he send it out, but he sent it out wide and not behind the net, so it didn't result in a corner.
You spare the one more thing to go wrong. Wasco, I think he had a pretty good beat on that one, but there's always bounces, you get slips, just he avoids anything that could happen to Wasco now much by clearing it out.
So Max McCursey just got buried in the box, and he didn't get the call, and McCursey didn't like it, but he's just been such a calm presence in the backfield. No theatrics, Zachy, from the senior captain, Max McCursey. McCursey, in my view, this season has really been a leader and a stabilizing force in what has been an incredible season for a team with not really, Zachy, this Arlington team.
Cleary does not like that call either. But
what happened there, Zachy?
Cleary got called for a shove at around the 30-yard line. It could have been a blessing in disguise that they didn't play advantage there, because even after getting buried, the Minuteman attacker was still able to put in a nice through ball into a one-on-one with, and see the Minuteman attacker and Max McCursey. I'd take McCursey 9 times out of 10 in that battle, but the one time where he doesn't win, that's a goal on the board for Lexington.
All right, I see Griffin coming in. Can you see who's next to Griffin coming back in?
I think that's Sean Connolly going to re-enter the game, if I had to guess.
All right, I think it's Sean. All right, so there's a freebie. Let's see the subs. It looks like Griffin Block, the senior, coming back into the game.
Yeah, that is Sean Connolly. He takes out Kachowski.
Re-entering the game, number 7, the senior, Griffin Block. With number 10, Shawnee Connolly.
As Foster and Kachowski take a well-earned seat as we tick down to 5 minutes left in the half here.
Ticking down to 5. Arlington looking to get their shots. Lexington's got a couple. It's been, Zachy, I got to say at this point, pretty even half.
Great move there by Perry Sofashev.
McGuire gets a touch.
For Arlington.
Sends it back over to Sofashev. Sofashev tries to kick it in the middle. Smart play there by number 20, Svanquist. Svanquist with 2 V's in his last name. Don't see that very often. Oh! Looks like Adrian threw the elbow to the kidney and got away with it. All right, Connolly tries to play it in. He's stuffed up there nicely by Anthony Clough. Clough says, you're a sophomore, I'm a senior. I'm taking the ball away from you, and that's what he did. All right, Lexington possessing in the backfield. Svenqvist plays it back to Siegel. Connolly does turn on the Jets. Lexington plays it to the middle. Look at that beautiful ball. Oh, very nice. What a play by, that play was started there in the middle by Dominic Black. Played it to himself, off his chest, one touch right into Cleary, and the Arlington boys transition. There's a throw-in for Roman McGuire, the Holy Roman Empire, the Roman Candle, Roman Times, Roman Villa, Roman Polanski. We could keep going, but we're not going to. Goes back to Roman again. Roman tries to send it in, and he's stuffed up by number 10, senior captain Alex McLaughlin. McLaughlin said, Lexington boys, we're down under 4 minutes, Zaki. Sofa Sheft on the hunt, and good pressure on the ball by Sofa Sheft, which creates a win and an Arlington throw-in. Okay, Zaki, we're coming down to 3.5 minutes. Let's see if Arlington can throw the ball into the box and maybe get something on the net. Francesco sends it into Dominic, and Dominic got a head on it. Dominic went sky high again. Dominic is also an all-league basketball player, recruit-level basketball player. He and Adrian are brothers. Adrian, senior captain, number 23, has been outstanding all season long, a tremendous presence in the backfield. We're here on senior night. It's been everything it's been billed to be. 3 minutes left in the half. Neither team has used a timeout, and it has been pandemonium here in Arlington. Ladies and gentlemen, remember to visit our concession stand at halftime. There's pizza and ice cream. Here comes the throw for Francesco. He sends it into Dominic, but sticky fingers, Stigberg, Stiggy, the Stigmeister.
First time he's done that either. Arlington's got to learn those long throws in the box aren't working. Stigberg is quite quick to come off his line and just snatch him out of the air. Again with the drop kick.
Stigberg with the drop kick up to about the 35. Stigberg is a secret weapon for this team. And here's Sofa Sheft. He fakes and he's beautiful. So we got to throw. Zaki, we're almost down to stoppage time, and it has been everything it's meant to be. It's been built to be tonight. This has been a classic matchup dating back to years and years, a traditional rivalry. Oh, Maradona, look at that!
Around Cleary in the midfield.
Oh, Alex McLaughlin, I want to see that one. He's a human highlight film, McLaughlin. Nice square ball from Adrian. He plays it over to the Ghost. Here comes Griffin the Magician. Griffin tries to, Griffin got dispossessed, dribbled into a sea of blue. Here come the Lexington boys on the counter. Francesco gets back to help, and he tries to send it into Shawnee Connolly. Francesco did a great job there getting back to help out. Zaki, we're down into stoppage time. It has been an incredible half, and we're 2 minutes left. The throw-in is going to be taken by number 17, Dylan Corbett. And my goodness, what incredible action we have seen so far in the first half. Adrian plays the first ball off his head. Lexington wins it back. It goes over to Roman. Roman sends it into Adrian. Adrian does send it in to Francesco. Arlington being conservative here. And the Lexington boys looking to try to get a shot. There's a nice chip in, but Adrian is there. He plays it back. Cleary back to help. The Arlington boys both helping on defense. And it's been nice help for Arlington. And I think wisely there, Dominic tries to send it out. Griffin on the fight with number 3, Mahid Halal. And Griffin gets the call. And Halal did not like it at all. Mahid Halal, the senior, did not like it. He's a nice-looking player in his own right. And here comes Sofa Sheft. He takes a touch. Sofa Sheft on the hunt, and he's dangerous in the corner. Except not there. All right, so Sofa Sheft knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Stigberg. We're down into stoppage time, and the fans are on their feet.
Quick kick taken by Stigberg. Got plenty of time.
We're in stoppage time. Cleary takes it away. Cleary's got time. He tries to shoot it into Shawnee. Shawnee's not there. It's broken up by Lexington's number 18, Malty Steins. Malty has been outstanding. Malty, not quite sure, but he's an outstanding player, number 18 for the Blue Lexington Minutemen. Lexington 10-2-2 on the season. Arlington 11-2-1. And it has been a classic tilt in the first half. As the first half is coming down to an end, both teams probably a little bit fatigued at this point, Zaki.
They've been running hard. Been running real hard.
Sabine Garahan in the house. Sabine Garahan in the house.
That'll be the first half.
Sabini in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the first half. The score 0-0. Please visit our concession stand. There's pizza and ice cream and all sorts of miscellaneous treats. We want to thank Joe Rancatori. Rancatori's supplying the ice cream tonight, and we understand that Joe personally packed the micro cups. The food is available at the concession stand. We've got pizza, drinks, and ice cream. Mary Mitri in the house. Okay, we're going to go off the air. Okay, we're going to go off here in just a second. Are we off? Before we go off, all right, we're going to take a break right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful half. The score 0-0 at the half from Arlington, Massachusetts. This is a high school game for a league championship. Tonight's win tonight by either Arlington and Lexington will decide the Middlesex League Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, we're off the air. Carlos Abreu, our cameraman, Zach Garrigus, our color commentator. I'm Ken Kohlberg. We'll be back for second half action. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the air. I'm Ken Kohlberg, your sports broadcaster for Arlington Community Media, Inc. Our cameraman today is the famous Carlos Abreu, and I'm here with my color commentator, the one, the only, Zach Garrigus. Zach's on sax. What do you think?
Yeah, it's been a really good half so far. It's going to be entertaining second half. Current score, 0-0. Arlington Lexington tied up as both teams take the field here. And I'm looking for this. I have no predictions. All bets are off. Going into this one.
Zachy, I couldn't agree with you more. All bets are off. This is going to be a battle to end all battles.
As a commentator, I can predict some things, but I'm not willing to stake anything on the second half of this game. It could go either way.
Okay, Lexington trying to play it in. Adrian Black conservatively plays it to the middle to Francesco Valagusa. Francesco sends it over to the galloping ghost. Did you see Tiago pop into space? I know I've said it all season long, but this number 6, he's a ghost. He shows up in the open space. His runs are perfectly timed, and you can't teach that, Zach.
He's the Phantom. The Arlington Phantom.
You cannot teach what you see from Tiago Gomes, number 6. The movement off the ball and the runs into space. All right, Lloyd Cleary with a beautiful touch, sends it back over to Adrian. Adrian sends it across to the Roman Candle. Roman Candle's got plenty of time. The Roman tries to chip it in. I'm not quite sure Roman got the memo, but the kids in the blue shirts, they're on the other team.
I think he might have been looking for Sean Connolly there, but missed the mark by a good 5 to 10 yards.
Oh, Francesco takes it off the face, but he's not coming out of the game. Maxi the Taxi sends it back in.
Thinks he was able to get a hand to block a bit of it. It is within the line of his body, so it would not be considered a handball. And very well may have just saved Francesco's nose.
It would take a stick of dynamite to get Francesco out of this game. I'll tell you that right now.
We'll have to cart him off the field, but carry him off the field in the stretcher.
There's a little hit by Sancho Morodo. Ladies and gentlemen, we were visited at halftime in the booth by the one and the only Jay Eidson, the dad, proud father of Carter Eidson. Jay, a nationally certified futsal referee, and has also been a steward of the game of futsal for many, many years. All right, here's Tiago. Tiago tries to send it in. He sends it in low, but it gets over to Francesco. Francesco does a bunny hop. Dominic playing some football with number 10, Alex McLaughlin. There's Lloyd Cleary with a beautiful touch. He sends it back into Francesco. Francesco tries to chip it into Connolly, but a little too much, and Connolly liked the look. He said, look, nice look. You just didn't get the chip as soft as you could have, but it was a beautiful look there nonetheless. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a sellout crowd. It is absolute pandemonium here in Arlington. We are underway in the second half. Dominic can't get there first, but Dylan Block has plenty of time. Dylan tries to send it over to Francesco. Francesco immediately dispossessed by Dylan Corbett, and Griffin Block. I think I called him Dylan. Wisely kicked out of bounds by number 13, Roman McGuire.
Someone in the crowd has a horn that has heard that blow.
There's a throw in by number 2, Lucas Aguirre. Aguirre is the son of the famous, I believe, Lauren Seeley from Newton South High School, famous TV producer. And Blaze Aguirre, man of many talents, all of them unproven. Wasco's going to take the free kick. Oh, nice one by Wasco. He drills it out to about the 50, but who's there? Nobody for Arlington. The first ball, Dylan Corbett. And as a result, Lexington comes away with it. Got to meet that first ball, Arlington boys. All right, Lexington with some possession here in the middle. It's number 3, Mahid Hala. He's been a problem. Cleary looking for the handball, and he got it. He got it. Cleary is standing tall. Yesterday he was out sick. He had a little bit of a sore throat and a little bit of flu-like symptoms, but he's rising to the occasion today. We miss ML Cleary. Mary Lou is traveling today. We hear that she is on safari. Maybe not on safari, but she is in South Africa. And but David's here. Lloyd takes a touch. He sends it back to Wasco. Wasco's got time. There's a hunt by number 7, Sancho Morodo. Roman McGuire sends it over to Griffin Block, back to McGuire. McGuire takes a touch and another one. He sends a beautiful square ball into Cleary. Cleary tries to pop it into Dominic and does, but Dominic can't control it and it rolls back, and Lexington plays it back. All right, so both teams a little conservative. Stigberg, uncharacteristic, and Connolly is on the hunt, and he's buried by Lindquist. Oh my goodness. Svanquist. No, that wasn't Svanquist. It was Anthony Clough, the senior captain, and Clough's going to get that call. And here comes Lexington on the counter. Cleary back to help. Tiago over to help, but Lexington's got some possession here inside the Arlington 30. And here come the Minutemen, but it rolls out of bounds on Arlington.
I would mention beforehand, Sean Connolly is no stranger to the theatrical side of soccer, but that was a very smart play by him. He realized that although the ball was in a good spot, he was heavily outnumbered by the Minutemen defenders. So what he decided to do, he knew he was inside the box. He decided to take a calculated risk, take the dive. If the referee calls it, that's a penalty kick for you. That could be the only goal you need to win the night. Sadly, the call didn't go his way, but I like the thought by Connolly.
I'm with you, Zach. All right, the Lexington boys are pressuring, Zachy. We're 5 minutes into the second half. It's a scoreless game. It's for the league title. If neither team comes away with a win, then the league title remains up for grabs. Here's the most dangerous play in soccer, Zachy. It's a corner kick.
One of the first corners we've seen tonight, I think.
I think this might be the first corner.
As they like to play it short.
Here's a problem. It's a problem. And number 20, Newt Lundstrom. Svanquist has been everywhere tonight. Aguirre with the throw-in, number 2. Son of Seals.
As he's going to shank that one out of bounds for a side.
Number 7, Sancho shanked it with his left foot. Didn't get any mustard on it and shot it wide. Sancho would like to have that one back. Wasco with the freebie. Wasco drills it out to the 50 again. Connolly on.
That's where the shove in the back there.
Yeah, he shoved Svanquist. And there's number 9. Oh, McGuire with the elbow to the back. And he got away with it of number 9, Carter Eidson. Carter Eidson put tremendous pressure there. Eidson, a nice looking player. Also a futsal star. Number 9, Carter Eidson, the son of the famous Jay Eidson. Eidson didn't like the call. Lexington boys are threatening Zachy.
Yeah, that they are. It's almost a mirror image of the first half. First couple of minutes have been mostly Lexington's.
Griffin Block goes airborne.
We'll see if Arlington can weather the storm and come out on top.
Well, I haven't seen much this half yet from Arlington, Zachy. This half, I think, has been all Lexington. Oh, Eidson is the magician, but he's blocked by Cleary. Oh, there's a trip up by Tommaso Francesco. Oh, payback. Listen, you don't want to mess with Jae-Ho Chung. Chung got the card in the first half. They slap each other on the hand. Good sportsmanship from both players. Zachy, boys will be boys, and soccer is a physical game.
I think the trip there by the down player, he thought that there wasn't a call and that someone was running away with the ball, that he had worked so hard to carry up the field. So definitely a reactionary play. I don't think there was any ill intent behind it.
No. And these boys will bang all game long, and at the end of the game, they'll tap hands. It is pandemonium here in Arlington on a gorgeous night. There's a beautiful little chip in. It's a problem, but Dominic Black saves the day. Dominic has been outstanding tonight.
He is a physical presence in that midfield.
Max McCursey with the header. And the Arlington defenders have just been outstanding, but the Lexington Minutemen are putting all the pressure, and Wasco with the touch football grab. I'd like to see Wasco as a wide receiver in football. Wasco rolls it over to the Roman Candle. Roman times, Roman McGuire, Roman Polanski. If this was Oscar time, I think Polanski won the Oscar for Last Tango in Paris. Zachy, we'll have to check that out. Roman Polanski is an Oscar-winning director, and I think it was Last Tango in Paris. Zachy, can you tell me who the star was in that movie for 10 points?
Nope.
I think that was a Marlon Brando movie, Zachy. I know I might be dating him.
Throwback.
Oh, nice step up there by Adrian. And Adrian's on the run. He tries to play it into Dominic, and he does. Dominic chips it into Connolly, and Connolly's on the run, and Connolly's buried.
And
He
he
was
gets
absolutely buried by number
another-
18, Monty Steins.
Another late whistle there coming in for the benefit of Arlington. But
Late whistle, and the Lexington fans did not like it.
going through my soccer career, I've always been a defender, and just those calls hurt so much because you've been doing everything you can to keep the ball out of the hands of the attackers.
Danny Aaron's in the house.
Just to hear a whistle like that after you complete the play, I feel for Lexington defenders on those.
Danny Aaron's in the house. The freebie's going to be taken by Francesco. Let's see if he can sneak it in under the cage. Stigberg has got his work cut out for him. He's been outstanding. Here comes the chip. Oh, he plays it short. He plays it into the big red dog. Clifford tries to clear it, and here comes an Arlington corner kick. And here we go. Here comes a substitution. Who's this, Zach? Help me.
His arm's in the way. I can't see his number. Taking out number 10, number 16 coming in.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 16, the sophomore, Robert Lloyd.
Takes out the senior
Son
captain,
of the
Alex
famous Jack
McLaughlin.
Lloyd. Replacing the senior, number 9.
10.
Senior number 10, Alex McLaughlin.
As the ball is caught nicely by Cleary off the impromptu whistle.
So Robert Lloyd in the game. Now, interesting story on Robert Lloyd. He's the son of the president, longtime president of the Lexington United Soccer Club, Jack Lloyd. Jack, a steward, a beacon, the epitome of all that's good of youth soccer in Massachusetts. Lexington United Soccer Club, a fantastic club. Oh, Wasco got all that one. He kicks it out to the 40, but it's played beautifully by Svanquist. Rolls back to Stiggy. Stiggy sends it over to Anthony Clough, number 24. Clough's got lots of time. Jackie, we're 10 minutes in. Oh, Dominic. So Dominic Black is here to play tonight. Dominic has just been outstanding.
It's a good combination they have in the middle between Dominic Black and Lloyd Cleary. Cleary is not as physically imposing as Dominic Black, although still makes his mark defensively. But just in certain situations, Dominic Black's size, speed, and athleticism just lets him do things that Cleary isn't able to, which is really nice for Arlington in the midfield.
Dominic's on the hunt. Arlington is really having difficulty getting some offense going here. They've got Connolly up top, and Connolly is on the hunt, but they're playing 5 in the middle and 4 in the back, and it's very tough to get anything going under that scenario. McCursey with a beautiful step. Nice win by Dominic. Oh, beautiful play by Jae-Ho Chung. Jae-Ho Chung, number 8, has been really outstanding. Arlington sends it in deep. Lexington sends it in deep. Cleary with Lloyd Cleary, what a great decision. Cleary knew, block is taken out. Oh my goodness. Anthony Clough came full speed, and here come the Arlington boys. Oh, beautiful play. Who's that? Number 18. Malty Steins has been outstanding. Cleary's got his head up. He knows what he wants to. Oh, Cleary goes right through. He did it. Cleary played it through Corbett's legs.
Midfield here by Lloyd Cleary and his Lexington counterparts.
Tiago with the noogie to the kidney, and Tiago gets the throw in, and Lexington didn't like it. Cleary has been clairvoyant.
Good thing that happened from the Arlington bench, not the Lexington bench, or else that could have been.
Connolly's got time! Connolly's got numbers! He plays it all! Dominic Black! A beautiful pass by Connolly as he left it for Dominic, and Dominic got a little bit too much on it, and the ball sailed harmlessly over the Lexington
That's another
net.
great play by Ben Stigberg. Although he didn't get a piece of it, he came rocketing off his line, taking away all the low angles, making Dominic Black try to chip it over him. And it's that split-second decision and you're rushed, it's all too easy to chip the ball right over the crossbar, which is exactly what Dominic Black did there. Yeah,
Stigberg made the nice challenge. There's a first ball by Cleary. Second ball goes over to Roman McGuire. Can they complete the trifecta? Nope. Nope. It's broken up by Lexington.
Good thought there from McGuire, though.
Oh, beautiful play by Griffin block over to Francesco. Francesco's got time. Francesco's got space, but he's stuffed his head. A turnover! And Francesco could make him pay.
As you say, Lexington boys did not get the memo that the Arlington players are wearing white tonight.
Yeah. There's the first turn. Oh, Dominic gets away with a slide, but Francesco does not get away with the noogie to the back of number 17, Dylan Corbett. Corbett's been outstanding. The Lexington boys are here to play. Adrian tries to play it into the big red dog, but he can't get there. And we are seeing some tremendous action. Tiago sends it into Francesco, and Francesco's got one man to beat, and Francesco tried to take him on, but he couldn't. And number 24, Anthony Close said, Oh, beautiful possession there by number 7, Sancho Moroto. Moroto sends it into Lloyd. Number 16, Robert Lloyd on the hunt, and tremendous pressure on the ball by Robert Lloyd, number 16, but he could not come away with the ball. Cleary plays it away. Number 2, Lucas Aguirre with an aggressive header. And we have been treated, Zachy, to another 15 minutes of incredible soccer.
We were joined in the booth at halftime by someone who definitely knows more about soccer than I do, the coach of the girls varsity team, Coach Betsy. She was remarking that one of the reasons Arlington has been having so much trouble breaking this Lexington defense is the fact that as soon as Arlington tries to make a move up the middle, where I'd argue that Arlington is the strongest, all of Lexington defenders just collapse into the middle, and as soon as they win the ball, they immediately expand back out to the wings of the field, and regain their perfect spacing. It's a difficult defensive strategy to play, but if you play it effectively like Lexington has been doing, it is absolutely deadly.
Excellent point, and we were graced with the presence of Betsy Preval at halftime. Betsy Preval, not only an outstanding coach of the Arlington girls varsity team, but also a former player at Syracuse and a former captain of Arlington High School, and also a presence on the youth program for the Arlington Soccer Club. All right, Wasco takes the ball out to the 50. Dominic Black with the first ball. No one there for the second ball, and Lexington comes away with it. Lexington with some possession in the middle. Time and space for Sancho Moroto. Moroto sends it in, but Wasco is there.
Oh, that's late.
Wasco, nothing there.
You always look to protect your keeper, though. Murata did have quite a bit of speed coming into the box, so.
That's Matthew Catroli, number 12.
Catroli, but did not stop himself in time.
Yeah, Catroli, number 18.
Wasco's a big boy. He can take the hit.
Yeah. Here comes the substitution, Zachy. Hope you'll help me here. I can't really see over there, but it looks like, it's number 10 coming back in.
In the game.
Alex McLaughlin re-entering the game.
Neither Arlington or Lexington willing to show us too much of their bench tonight.
Shawnee Connolly, the sophomore, just put a hip check on number 20, Newt Lundstrom Svanquist.
From Arlington, we've seen Perry Sofa Sheft and number 3, I'm blanking on the name right now, as
Sofa Sheft getting ready to re-enter the game, but here, that's trouble! That's trouble! Oh, beautiful play by, what a ball into the, what a kick. He put it right into the box.
The other Arlington substitute has been Emmett Foster in this game, so only 2 subs shown for Arlington, I believe about the same amount for Lexington. Both teams feel their starting lineups incredibly strong as Connolly goes careening into number 20, Svanquist. Svanquist?
Yeah, we'll call him Svanquist. I don't know if that second V is V or Quist,
Yeah.
And it could be a typo, you don't know. Oh, Dominic with a nice win. Dominic's been everywhere. He leaves it for Griff. Griff over to Connolly, a nice square ball. There's a nice possession. Trademark Arlington. This is what happens. The big red dog, Will Clifford, beautiful pressure on the ball. And here comes Sofa Chef. Arlington substitution, number 1, Perry Sophus Chef. So Sofa Chef is in the game.
Gonna give Connolly a breather here, it looks like. No, Connolly remains up top.
Connolly remains in. It looks like it's Clifford. There's a ball into the middle, but Stigberg is outstanding goalkeeper. All right, he sends it over to the senior captain, Anthony Clow. Clow's got some time. He's in the middle of the beautiful ball there by Lloyd. Robert Lloyd. So Lloyd getting some quality minutes. I think he's only a sophomore. He's one we're going to have to contend with for the next 2 years. And here comes Lexington. They play it back. Both teams patient. Nobody wants to make a careless error tonight.
At this point, we're down to 21 minutes in the half. One mistake is probably going to be all it takes for one of these teams to get a goal and probably wind up being the victor of today's match.
Max McCursey with the first ball. Second ball to Francesco. Can they convert the trifecta? Francesco's got time and space. Francesco sends it into the middle. Dominic tries to send it over, but Lexington clears it out. Ball goes in. They're looking for Griffin the Magician. Griffin blocked, number 7 on the right. He had a beautiful goal in Woburn earlier in the week on Tuesday on a crossball but from Francesco. Francesco's been outstanding. Lexington backfield, very calm and collect. Sofasheft with a beautiful challenge, and Dominic plays it back into Sofasheft. Sofasheft with time. Sofasheft with the little dance. Look at Sofasheft! He's a magician! Oh, Perry Sofasheft with the crossball! No one is there! Back to Sofasheft with the right foot! Oh, Perry Sofasheft!
He made senior captain Anthony Coe look foolish on that.
did.
Twice.
Maxie switches it over to the Galloping Ghost. The Ghost with plenty of room. He's an apparition. He's a banshee. He tries to send it in to Griffin. And Griffin with the pressure on the ball. And Arlington at the 20-minute mark is now starting to threaten and get their legs under him, Zachy. This one's going to come down to the wire.
Francesco.
The fans are on their feet. Stigberg with the save, but the ref called it out, and here comes a corner kick for Arlington. Zachy, the most dangerous play in soccer. Let's see if they come with the set piece. The set piece all season long has been sending the big guns into the box. Maxie McCursey and Dominic Black, both 6-footers plus. Francesco with the ball. Francesco goes right by the defender. Francesco, the shot, score! Francesco Zaragoza! Francesco Zaragoza!
He wants to hear some noise. He's fired up. That's got the Arlington fans.
The Arlington fans go absolutely wild. Look at the Arlington fans. The Arlington fans are on their feet. And the Lexington boys are in trouble. Less than 20 minutes left. Arlington goal number 11, Francesco Zaragoza.
Now that's a throwback there. One of the first games I called with weekend, I believe it was against Woburn. They played a corner similar to that where they took it short. Francesco beat his man, went down the goal line, was able to beat the goalie short side with a grass cutter on the ground. Much the same thing that happened there.
Oh, Francesco, you cannot leave him alone. He's done it all season long.
And we get him for another year.
And we got him for another year. He's got the assist. The other night he spoon-fed Griffin Block for the goal in Woburn. And tonight he just drilled that ball. Now, Zachy, let me mention, after you score a goal in soccer, it's the most dangerous time.
Yep.
Arlington has got to be very careful here not to concede a goal immediately after scoring.
The score of the first game that Arlington played against Lexington was 1-0 in Arlington's favor, so we'll see if history repeats itself as it so often does.
And I don't know, Zachy, but I can tell you something right now. It looks like Zeus is coming in the game. I don't know if I'm correct, but that could be Nick Corrales, the senior, getting ready to enter the game. And let me tell you right now, if Zeus comes in a defensive midi or in a defensive position, he's going in for the midfield for Griffin the Magician. This is problems for Lexington, because when Zeus enters the game, the mood all changes. And the mood has all changed. Ladies and gentlemen, entering the game for Arlington, number 19, the senior, Nick Corrales. So Nicky Corrales is in the game. Lexington.
I think Corrales is a junior, actually.
Is Corrales a junior?
I think so. At least they didn't call his name during senior night.
Correction, Corrales the junior.
Sean Connolly.
Connolly with good pressure on the ball. So Zachy, we're down to 8 minutes left. Francesco put us up 1. Can the boys hold on? It'll be interesting to see whether Yazio makes any adjustments. Oh, Wasco comes out. Benny Wasco has been outstanding. He is absolutely fearless. And it looks like it might be a call.
They're going to definitely at least give a warning to, I believe that's number 7, Sancho Morodo, over on that far side.
Morodo has been absolutely fantastic tonight.
It's not the first time they've hit Wasco after he's had the ball, and that is illegal in soccer. You cannot really touch the goalie after he has complete control of the ball, mainly for the protection of the goalie, and that's not the first time Lexington's gone after him after the play is over.
Dylan Corbett with some magical footwork. Lloyd plays it beautifully over to Tiago Dangerous. Nice play by Lloyd. Clearing. Dominic wisely kicks it out to the midfield. And Arlington now is going to face some tremendous pressure from these Lexington boys. They did not mail it in tonight. And the Arlington boys are going to have to, oh, there's a dangerous ball in! And Wasco comes away with it as Adrian Black sacrificed his body for that play as the Lexington boys are crashing the net. They are crashing the cage. And ladies and gentlemen, this game has been everything it's been billed to be.
Arlington throw, going to take their time on the sideline. The clock is in their favor. Every second off without Lexington putting up a goal is a second Arlington is winning the match.
It has been quite a game. Shawnee Connolly on the hunt. Sofa Sheft on the hunt. Look at Sofa Sheft close that space. So the Arlington boys are working. He's got the sophomores, Connolly and Sofa Sheft, the workhorses. Ball goes out. Roman McGuire with the throw, number 13. McGuire, I can tell you, Zach, you love Elon St. Grant, but McGuire has filled in for him beautifully tonight.
Yeah, McGuire is absolutely, it's a little late in the season for a Johnson starting lineup, but McGuire, if this was early in the season, would absolutely be making his case for St. Grant's job. He has performed quite admirably in the back there.
He'll be ready for tournament. Look at McGuire. Oh, McGuire got there first. They got there first, but it looks like 17 Dylan Corbett shoved him out of the way. Corbett gets away with it. Here's a throw in for number 2, Lucas Aguirre, son of Seals.
Good thought there from Lexington. They were trying to spring number 17, Dylan Corbett, down the sideline for a cross in, but the volley off the throw in was put out of bounds. As Josh Katowski comes back into the game, giving Sean Connolly a seat.
Who came back?
Josh Katowski.
Arlington substitution number 5, Josh Katowski. There's Cleary with a beautiful win. Cleary's got time and space. Cleary is hunted down by number 10, Alex McLaughlin, the senior captain. McLaughlin has been everywhere tonight. Look at McLaughlin, Zachy, number 10. He's got jets, absolute jets.
And Katowski comes into a challenge. So this is important for Arlington because if these couple forwards between Katowski, Valagusa, Sofa Sheft on the left, and Corrales on the right, if those top 4 players for Arlington can just delay Lexington and getting the ball up the field, the clock is in Arlington's favor. So for every second they're spending dodging the Arlington attackers, even if it doesn't eventually amount to anything. As I say that, Katowski pressuring the goalie, forcing the kick out of bounds. Even if it doesn't amount to anything, it's still time off the clock for Arlington.
Absolutely. Katowski, Cato, they call him Cato. Cato, this is not the time, but this is the time, Cato. Cato, this is the time. And Cato is the man to put the pressure up top at this point in the game and keep the ball into the Lexington end.
Oh, makes one-man miss and nails the back of a second. But he wins the ball back, and it's over to Cleary.
Cleary over to Sofa Sheft. Oh, he
great
tried to
touch
poke
pass.
it in. He tried to poke it into Cato.
That's going to go wide.
And Lexington clears it out. So, Jackie, your point is very well taken. If Arlington can keep some pressure on at this point and keep the ball in the Lexington end and stifle Lexington, they could come away with the big win and the league championship.
That'll be big. That'll be huge.
Zeus is on the hunt. Number 19, Nick Corrales. They call him Zeus. Nice play by Adrian into the middle. Cleary's there first. Oh, Lloyd Cleary. Did you see Cleary get there first? Missed the first ball.
I can't comprehend how he gets to some of these balls.
Missed the first ball. He's first to everything. Lloyd Cleary, he's first in the minds of his countrymen. That's an AP history question for you. Let me quiz you on this one, Zachy. Who was first in peace, first in war, and first in the minds of his countrymen?
Oh, FDR?
I think it was George Washington.
George Washington, maybe?
I'm not sure.
I was thinking it was like World War II or Depression and all that. But
I'm
very
not
well
sure.
may have been Washington.
Might we'll look that one up for the next one. By the way, I gave you 20 points on your Zachary Taylor trivia questions. That's very, very good. He's an obscure president, you know. Let me ask you this one. You know who his vice president was? Because when he died in office, his vice president became president. That's a tough one for Zachy.
I don't know the one off the top of my head. I feel like his first name was John, but...
Nope. Millard Fillmore.
Oh. I always thought of the dentist when I thought of Millard Fillmore. Millard Fillmore? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what it was.
I like that.
Teeth
I
fillings,
like that.
fluoride?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fillmore, yeah.
Always thought of the dentist.
All right, Katowski putting some pressure up top. Come on, Joshy, get on the ball. There you go, Joshy, number 5.
And it's just these seconds. It's this 4 passes in a row in Lexington's own half of the field as they finally send it in to even challenge Arlington.
McGuire kicks it out. Oh, nice moves here. Look at that. Oh! Cleary tried to challenge him. Number 18 made a beautiful run. Malty Steins has been a magician tonight. Francesco sends it in to Zeus, but Corrales can't get there. Nick Corrales, he'll be back next year. Ball played into number 3, Mahid Hala. Hala tries to send it in, but Adrian Black is there first. Adrian Black has been so solid. The Arlington backfield all season long, Zachy. All season long.
I mean, when you put 2 out of your 3 senior captains in the middle of that back line, it's going to be incredibly strong. Strong as titanium, you know, you go into, I feel like titanium is one of the strongest metals out there, so we'll call it titanium back.
Oh, to Wasco! Oh, Wasco buried him! A head ball! And Kersey knocks it out! The Lexington boys threaten. Dominic is back to help. Oh my goodness, the fans go wild. Get it out of there, boys. Oh, nice slide by Sofashev. Let the Lexington boys continue to pressure. The fans on their feet. Dominic with the pressure on the ball. And Aguirre, but Aguirre is dispossessed. And here comes Dominic. He plays it over to Zeus. Zeus plays a nice ball in. Oh, what a ball in. Corrales sent it into Cato, but it rolls back to Stigberg. Stigberg tries to switch the field. Corrales gets a first head on it. Second ball to Tiago. Where's the third ball? Beautiful trifecta for Arlington. But Lexington comes away with it. Here comes the, nice closing of the space by Tiago. Tiago, the absolute magician. Lexington with the win in the midfield. And a nice stuff up by Francesco. Francesco has been everywhere. Valagusa's got the only goal tonight. And it is going to be, whose call?
Don't see a sign from either of the referees. Eventually, they're just going to agree it's Arlington's throw. That was an incredible save by Wasco.
Wasco has
somehow kept it clear of the back of the net.
All right, I think the Plotkin may be, no, I thought I saw Lucas Plotkin on the sidelines, but he's not there. I thought the Plotkin may have been thickening, but it is not. It looks like someone from Lexington is on the ground. Time has been stopped with 9 minutes and 41 seconds left. No, here we go. Tiago sends it in. Here's Lloyd. Oh, Lloyd plays it back. Interesting choice there by Robert Lloyd. And Arlington on the hunt. There's Sofashev. Sofashev is all over Aguirre. Sofashev with a win, but Aguirre says no. Oh, Aguirre. Oh, Cleary. Lloyd Cleary stuffed up Aguirre. But Aguirre
trying to kick that one to the moon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Lexington defender Shins got directly in the way.
Oh, look at that. Jae-Ho Chung.
Just brushed Katowski off like a fly. I think Katowski got that one right in the belly as he's
Cato didn't like it. I think he just really, Cato on the run. Look at Cato on the run. A beautiful diagonal run from Cato. Where's the help for Francesco? He's got Jae-Ho Chung on him, and that's a tough man to beat. I would not want to try to take Jae-Ho Chung on one-on-one. I would be heading for the hills. I'd send it back there. Here comes a substitution. Connolly back in and Griffin Block coming back in. Re-entering the game for Arlington, the senior number 7, Griffin Block. Here's Shawnee Connolly.
Tight!
Oh, Cleary bounced off.
Cleary didn't like it. He wanted the call.
15, Ji-Hoon Ko.
Cleary got the Charlie horse there, but he didn't come up with a hammy.
Oh,
a nice hit.
Flying on the
Beautiful
sidewalk.
hit. We've seen some rugby tonight from Lexington. And a nice stop there by Tiago. Zachy, we are down to 8 minutes left. I don't know, Zachy. It looks like he's got Sofashev drop back to help out, and Sofashev is just so fast and so quick and so aggressive. He's one of Dolan's Eagles. Coach Lanciazio in his 20th year. He's got stacks on deck, including many members of the. Look at Sofashev close.
He's just running 40s to get from the back line all the way up to the front.
Sofashev is a pit bull. There's a ball in, but Max McCursey sends it back over to Tiago.
Tiago over to Sofashev.
Margaret Maroney in the house.
Beautiful touch there by Sofashev.
Margaret Maroney enters the house. Sofashev with a beautiful touch, but it rolls back to Anthony Crow, the senior captain. He's calm, he's collect. He plays it back, and then goes back to Crow. Square ball over to Jae-Ho Chung. Chung over to number 15. Oh, we got a substitution, Ji-Hoon Ko. number 15, who is a senior. So Ji-Hoon Ko, number 15, is in the game.
Yeah,
Oh, Dominic with a nice hit, and he got called for it. Lexington substitution, number 15, Ji-Hoon Ko.
Again, we do apologize if we miss any of these Lexington substitutions. It's incredibly hard to see their dark uniforms against the black background of the track where they check into the field.
So Ji-Hoon Ko was in the game. Dominic Black just with a violent assault on one of the Lexington players. Oh, there's a deep ball in. But Wasco is there again. Benny Wasco, we're down to 6.5 minutes left. The fans are on their feet. It is pandemonium here in Arlington. There is electricity in the air.
The extra plays that Lloyd Cleary makes that elevate his game so much. When Wasco came out to grab that ball, yes, it's a pretty sure thing that Wasco's going to get it, but Cleary actually ran behind his goalkeeper, put his heels on the chalk line just in case Wasco blundered at all. Cleary was going to be there as a secondary defender to keep that out of Arlington's net.
Yeah, Cleary has been absolutely outstanding. Oh, here's a break for Arlington. You got 2-on-1. Griffin sends it across. Oh, but Stigberg is there. Stigberg has been absolutely outstanding. Another thing about Zachary Taylor, Zach, I wanted to mention is that interesting thing about him is he didn't want to be president. I mean, he was a military guy, West Point guy, and he was a general in the Spanish-American War. And he was not a politician. In fact, I don't know. I know he was the first president that did not hold prior office. He did not hold any prior office before becoming president. So another interesting Zach fact is that Lloyd got hit. Oh, Lloyd is down. That is Robert Lloyd, number 16, the sophomore, but Lloyd is up, and you can bet if you're a sophomore.
They're going to give Lexington a kick just on the edge of the Arlington box here from looks like the 18-yard line of the football field.
Arlington puts up a wall. It's going to be taken by Jae-Ho Chung.
Four men on the wall for Arlington.
4 men on the wall. Chung has been outstanding. He's going to take it, looks like, with the left peg. This kid can kick it with both feet. He's a pure player.
Number 2 is unmarked to the right of the wall as
Chung, only a junior.
Sheft is over to mark him now.
And that's a trouble ball. Oh, Adrian Black has been everywhere today. And look at Max McCursey. He's everywhere. The Arlington boys playing with a tight arm. Sophie Shep plays it out. And the fans go absolutely wild, Zachy. 4.5 minutes left. Even Abreu was on his feet. Chung plays it head ball back to the Lexington defender, Malty Steins. Arlington, we're down to 4 minutes left. Cleary sends it out of bounds. The time is running out on the Lexington boys. It has been a battle to end all battles tonight.
I wonder if we'll see a timeout here taken soon by the Lexington coach, just to stop the time and just get his boys rested up. 4 minutes left. I don't know, if I were Lexington coach right now, I'd definitely call a timeout.
Yeah, I think that's probably wise. You might want to stop the clock and get maybe try to develop a set piece. Jae-Ho Chung turns and spins. He's got time, he's got space. Arlington kind of sitting back a little bit. Chung plays a nice ball into the middle. Tiago is there to save it. Number 7, Sancho Morodo. Morodo comes up with it. Morodo's got time. He's stripped by Francesco. Where's the Arlington midfield? Cleary, Dylan over to help. Cleary on the hunt. Francesco helping out. These boys are going to sleep well tonight for Arlington. Lloyd takes a beautiful touch. Robert Lloyd, and Lloyd with a shot. Save! Oh, Robert Lloyd got all of that one. Daddy Jack would be proud, as Robert Lloyd with probably the best chance of the night for the Lexington Minutemen.
I think that one was going slightly wide, regardless of whether or not Wasco saves it. But this late in the game, you want to get your hands on everything. You don't want to leave it to chance.
All right, Zachy, we're down under 3 minutes left. Lexington is threatening. They're playing it middle to Jae-Ho Chung, who's the quarterback of this team. He's back next year. He's only a junior. Oh, my goodness.
Once again, Perry Sofer Sheft in the backfield, marking number 2, Lucas Aguirre, the senior captain for Lexington.
Brilliant, brilliant strategy, keeping Sofer Sheft back, holding. Sofer Sheft's got the incredible wheels. Arlington bench on their feet. Lance Yazio could be in store for his first banner in 20 years at the helm, Zachy, with a win tonight over Lexington. We are down to 2.5 minutes left. Yazio on his feet. This could be emotional.
Wonderful to receive a Gatorade shower from the players. Or I don't think their own team has actual Gatorade, a big Gatorade cooler, but
Ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable. 2 minutes left. We are in stoppage time. Sofa Sheft, wow, lets it run down. Roman McGuire has got to come out. He's got a, it looks like McGuire. It looks like McGuire. It looks like McGuire has come up with a hammy. He might have come up with a hammy. I'm not really quite sure. Francesca, he come up with a hammy.
Yep, they're gonna
all
try
right.
to stretch him out.
So they're going to have to bring in somebody from McGuire.
I bet it's going to be Corrales. I bet.
I think that would be a wise move if you can go to Zeus.
He's versatile. He plays in the back. He plays up
You go
front.
to Zeus. You go to Zeus. McGuire comes out. It looks like there's stoppage time.
The refs will stop the clock here, and
Yeah,
even though you're not technically supposed to during an injury. Under 2 minutes left, you don't want to have time run out. I think they're going to treat this impromptu timeout called by Arlington here to get McGuire either stretched out or taken off the field.
So Roman McGuire is going to step out of the game. It looked like he might have come up with a hammy. Roman McGuire has had, as I mentioned, a solid game tonight for the Spy Ponders. And you don't want to see McGuire go down because then they're really going to, with Saints Grant out, they're going to be in a little bit of trouble.
Make something about the fall of the Roman Empire if he does come out of the game.
It is. It's the fall of the Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire.
As I was right, it does appear they've put number 19, Nick Corrales, in at McGuire's spot.
Roman Polanski. This was Oscar season. You're right, Zachy. You called it. The soccer sage. Zach's on sax. Zachary Taylor, the Zach Master. He called it. He said Corrales would be coming in, and he's correct. Number 19, Nick Corrales. Corrales tries to chuck it. Oh, Sofa Chef got buried by number 17, Dylan Corbett, and Corbett didn't like it. Dylan Corbett did not like it.
Just keep feeding him. He wants it. He wants to be out there.
Dylan Corbett said, and he's only a sophomore. What a player Dylan Corbett has been. All right, so Arlington, we're in stoppage time here. Giorgio could be hoisting his first banner in 20 years. It could be a league, they could clinch the league here with a win. And Francesco is in the hunt, but Francesco can't run it down. It's going to be a goal kick. We're less than 2 minutes left.
We do know that Ben Stigberg is capable of starting the offense from the back, although he elects to play it short, let his field players deal with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're Middlesex League champions. You're Middlesex League champions. Middlesex League division champions, anyway.
Oh!
What happened there?
Cleary went for a
didn't like
slide
it.
tackle.
Another hit on. Oh my goodness.
As
I'll tell you, this Robert Lloyd has been outstanding tonight. He got nailed again.
Gesturing for the ball, knowing they don't have much time left. Well, that very well could have been a hand.
Oh, beautiful clear by. Oh, that was a great clear on the volley by Griffin Block.
Last seconds here.
Cleary got hurt. Look at Cleary.
He's not coming out of the game.
No, Cleary got nailed on the play. Look at Lloyd. The fans are on their feet. Cleary, oh, look at Cleary. He can barely move. Oh, Francesco with a nice win. Oh, he got nailed. Francesco got come up with a hammy. And there's a ball into, and it's over the net. That should be it, ladies and gentlemen. That should be it. Francesco might have come up with a hammy.
I think it might be cramping up a bit as he's trying to stretch it out.
Cleary, they're the walking wounded. The Arlington Spy Ponders are the walking wounded. They will leave nothing on the field. And there's the ball game, man! A league championship for his 20th year, the Scrimshaw anniversary. Lance Yazio has got to be in town. Look, they dumped the thing. Super Chef just nailed him with the Gatorade. Exactly called it. And look at this celebration as the Arlington Spy Ponders win the Middlesex League Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, your final score, Arlington Spy Ponders 1, Lexington Minutemen, none. The Arlington Spy Ponders, congratulations. You are the Middlesex League champions for the 2017 Division Champions. Well, Zach, we are offline. We are going to say goodbye here, but before we do, I need a couple concluding remarks and some game analysis from my color commentator, Zach Garrigus. Zach, it has been a wonderful season, and we are so thrilled with tonight's victory. Zach, tell us what you saw.
It was a great game for Arlington. I said it, I wasn't going to call anything in the second half, but if one man was going to score the only goal of tonight for Arlington, it was going to be Francesco Valagusa. Brilliant finish by him there on that one goal that was eventually the decider for Arlington. Stellar work in the back by Arlington's back line. Even without Saints Grant, even without McGuire in the last couple minutes, their second and third string were able to hold together as Arlington takes a victory lap here.
Here's the victory lap for the Arlington Spy Ponders and head coach Lance Yazio. Yazio in his 20th season has had yet to raise a banner. Well, guess what, fans? This team is the Middlesex League champions, Arlington Spy Ponders. They're a lunch pail gang, Zachy. They have no superstars. Well, I guess they do have superstars, but you got to say, Zachy, the chemistry on this team has been a big part of it. Zachy, what can you say about the chemistry?
The chemistry on this team is incredible. It's definitely bolstered by the fact they're starting mostly juniors and seniors, but they've all played together coming up through the Arlington Soccer Club program, coming up through freshman soccer, JV soccer, even last year on varsity. Many of these players have varsity experience before, and I'm not surprised at all to see them finally rewarded with the championship they deserve.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ken Kohlberg. We're going to be signing off now. We thank Carlos Abreu, our cameraman today. I thank my color commentator, the trusty Zach Garrigus, our producers Kevin Wetmore and Alex Van Thong. We are saying goodnight now from Pierce Field in Arlington. An epic victory for the Arlington Spy Ponders. They are the Middlesex League champions, and hopefully we'll see you again this weekend for some more Arlington Spy Ponders action. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Signing off for Arlington Community Media, Inc.